All right, good morning, everybody. Made it to a Friday, July 22nd. End of the month is coming up quickly here, so let's take a look and see what we're going to be trading this morning. Going to be watching for the ES up here was going to be the E-mini S&P 500. Your RTY going to be your mini Russell. GC is going to be for gold. We'll be watching BTC, which is going to be Bitcoin. NG for natural gas, and the Euro US for the Forex pairs. And then we also have a set of stocks I want to watch as well. So we have PANW, PDD, ADT, and PM. All be looking for buying setups, okay, on those. LHX, DG, CB, and TRV. I'm going to be looking for sales on those. The way I arrive at these is we have a scan that scans for one of our 8 different patterns that we look at. This is only the first layer, and then I have 7 additional, well actually I have 3 additional patterns that I look at, and I overlay them on top of this one first pattern, and that gives me a better idea of the direction of where the market's going to go. So I'm not I am a price action trader. I don't use indicators. I've always been using patterns for over 30 years ago. I did write an article about the way I look at the markets. It's back in the late 80s, and that is on my website. You can go read the article about the market is really kind of acts like a hologram in the sense that you don't just look at one layer, you have to look at multiple layers, okay? And these layers are all composed of patterns. And so what I do is I stack the patterns on top of each other, which is something that a lot of people do with indicators, right? But the nice thing about patterns is they give me very specific entries, and they don't have that lag factor that you find. And it's also a much easier way to trade. So there's really no guessing. It's either yes or no before you take a trade, okay? And that is, of course, the setup. Now, that doesn't mean that you can trade these, in a black and white fashion. You still have to have experience. It's like anything else. These are tools. These are very, very good tools that have stand the test of time, that put the odds in my favor. But as a trader, you still have to put the time and effort into mastering using that tool. Just like a carpenter. Carpenter wants to have the best, most reliable tools, but just because you give him a tool doesn't make him a good carpenter. So you become good carpenter by using good tools, yes, but also through experience. And that's the way it is with trading. So just don't be fooled by people telling you it's easy. That you just have certain patterns, or you have certain indicators, and all of a sudden you follow those blindly and you're gonna make a lot of money. It just doesn't exist that way, folks. So I've been doing this for 40 years. I know a lot of successful traders. The traders that I know that are successful are all price action traders. And so that's what has served me well, and that's kind of what I'm trying to demonstrate here are these patterns that I have discovered. So anyway, that's what we're going to be looking at. So let's go back. And let's see if we have any initial setups here. I don't see anything in any of these yet. Looks like the Dow is probably going to be an update today so far. Okay, so, man, that's a great question. Okay, so what is core is not for scalping? Yes and yes and no, but overall, no, it is not. Core is really designed to get into a trade and hold it for a specific period of time and then get out, okay? What I call the crystal ball and Einstein are a little bit different. Now, crystal ball is really set up for scalping, okay? And that's what I use for scalping. And then on Einstein, I like to use the knockouts for Einstein. So for me, my favorite platform obviously is going to be Nadix. So if I'm trading a core setup, I'm going to be looking at the currencies. If I'm going to be trading crystal ball, if I'm scalping, I'm going to be scalping in the currencies. If I am trading anything else besides that, and in the stock indices or commodities, I'm going to be using knockouts because it's just like trading spot, right? But you have those nice limiting factors built into that. So if for some reason I'm in a trade and I have a particular stop in there, and for some reason it blows through that stop, well, the very nature of a knockout, it has a limit on how far it can go. Unlike if I was trading a spot market, right, where you can get caught in a limit up or limit down, like in a future contract, where you get these huge spikes, right, on the indices. It protects me from that. So I mean, we don't see a lot of that. In fact, I can't. It's probably less than 1% of the time that that's going to happen with a knockout. Typically, my entries and exits are within that knockout range. If you're not familiar with knockouts, please go to nadix.com and it explains a little bit more about knockouts. But you can use any platform you want, but the approach to trading patterns are the same, but the way you enter and exit going to be different depending on what platform you're using. So knockouts to me make sense. It doesn't limit my ability to make profit and have a nice day, but at the same time, I do have that limited risk in there, which is a really nice thing to have. So hope that explains it. And right now, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm looking at ES and everything here. Be a mixed opening, but I do expect it to probably open a little bit higher today. All right. Okay, I am getting a buy here on PDD. That's the stock, PDD. Let me give you a target on PDD. My price target is going to be 56.10, 56.10. So this is going to be Einstein. Basically, it's a formula, but then on top of that, I do run the patterns on top of that. Difference is this is going to give me an exact entry, a profit target, and a reversal. So if I don't hit target and it hits reversal, then our reversal goes short, then it calculates a new target. So 56.10 is what I'm looking at to come up to. And I'll put those notifications in here so we can hear them if they do go off. And then the reversal on that PDD would be down here at 54.90. morning. All right, pretty quiet. Nothing set up yet. Don't really see any possible, maybe a short coming up on gold, but I think we got a ways to go here before that develops. So these little carrots that you see on the charts here, these little green carrots, red carrots, basically those are the first layer of the patterns, okay? So we have a total of 8 of them, and this is first layer. And then what you don't see is off screen, I'm watching some other charts, and they are looking for the other pattern that I need to layer on top of this. So that is what I am looking for. But this first layer gives me that very short-term direction. So basically, if I have a green carrot, it's looking for a short on the next candle. I don't take every green carrot. And so, like, for instance, let's see here. That would have been a buy carrot, but it didn't set up on the other pattern, so that would not have been a buy. That would have been a short there, so that would have been nice on a short term. These are 5-minute charts, by the way. These are just 5-minute charts. This euro is setting up for a buy over here. So gonna watch this euro. So this is set up for a buy on the euro for the next bar. So we have just a few more minutes here. So I'm only looking to trade a 5-minute. In this case, it's going to be a 5-minute Nadex Euro US. Wow, it's going to put me down to, let's see here. Yeah, it's going to put me down to the 1.0189. 1.0189 for a buy. All right, so we're still long PDD. Looking for a PDD to come up here and try to hit the 5610. 5610. Still along the euro, the 1.0189. All right, we're going to be getting out of that euro. We were long at 1.0189. It actually went against us, so that's going to be a losing trade on the euro US. Looks like we're getting a reversal here. Let's see what else. Still not seeing anything on the indices. Nothing on gold, nothing on Bitcoin, nothing on natural gas. All right, let's take a look at our stocks real quick here. So still long PDD, looking for it to hit 58.10. This little yellow line here is where TRV is going to take a short. All right, if we hit that, so that is 155.89. So that'd be on TRV, it'd be a short at 155.89 if it hits. Once it hits, we'll get a target on it, and we'll go ahead and post that. I don't see anything else set up on these stocks, just these two. All right, about 4 minutes to go. Yes, we are expecting a higher opening on the Dow. I still think we're on our way to fill up that gap on the Dow. Let's see. So we'll fill up that gap if we come up to 322.67, 322.68. We may end up doing it today. Then that will fill up those two gaps. Then now we have, of course, a lower gap, which is down here at 37.64. So I think once we fill up this gap, I think the Dow's probably going to want to start working its way back down again. So we'll see. That's just my opinion. I'm not projecting that out. I'm just looking at what typically happens. Markets typically do fill up price gaps. Okay, still keep my eye on gold. Gold may trigger a short in here, so we'll see here. Gold's gonna short. So interesting enough, there is a relationship between gold and the overall market. The Dow or ES and that is, they tend to, believe it or not, track each other. So we'll see if the ES RTY start pulling down. I could then trigger us a short on this gold. Alright, now it's gonna open here in less than 30 seconds. Get another short over here on the Euro US. Right now it's going to be an 85, so 1.01845. $1.01845 short Euro US.
for sell.
So if we get a double carrot, if we get a 2 reds on this euro, win or lose on this trade, if we do set up for a double carrot, I'll take that second trade again and short it again. It's a nice little pattern. We like those doubles. Double buys, double sells. I'm lean more towards sells. I like the sells more than I do the buys, but that's my preference. I tend to be more biased to the downside on my trading. Still nothing on gold, nothing on the indices, nothing on Bitcoin, nothing on natural gas. Still short euro, 0185. See what the Dow is. Dow's at 134. So compared to what it's been doing, it's pretty quiet. All right, so we're out of the Euro US. That was a win, but no double, so we're not going to re-enter. right, watching natural gas. Potential short coming up on natural gas. So far, been pretty quiet this morning. Still nothing on the indices. Watching natural gas. All right, I'm looking for natural gas to hit 82.95 for entry. 82.95. I'll draw the yellow line in there. All right, still nothing on gold. Still watching this gold. I'm not going to get a short on that. Possible we will on natural gas. So I'm really watching natural gas. Oh, nice, Jerry. Profit target hit. All right, still not seeing anything. Well, we did get triggered on natural gas, so natural gas is now short. All right, target on natural gas is going to be 82.45, 82.45. And if we don't hit target, we're going to reverse at, let's see here, 83.95. All right, short natural gas came in at 82.95, where that yellow line is. We'll go ahead and remove that. All right, natural gas approaching target. Natural gas going to be one of my favorites. ES, maybe get a short coming up here. Going to wait and see. Dow's only up 55, so it is starting to pull back. Nothing on Bitcoin.
Profit target hit.
Okay, we just hit target on natural gas. See if this Dow pulls down this gold. Still nothing though. Gold's holding up pretty strong. ES is not coming down yet either. Nothing on Euro, man. Euro's strong. Look at that rebound on Euro. Euro's strong. Still weak. Coming in. We have an HF short coming in overnight on the yen, so I do like that. HF is going to be one of our patterns. We have several patterns. HF is one. We got an HF2, HF3. And that's just a regular HF1 coming in short overnight on the yen. We're looked at expire here at 2 Eastern. Those are nice little trades, just pretty much just set and forget. And can usually get some really good premium on those. Typically, I'm usually selling somewhere in the 50s. And usually buying sometimes in the 40s if I can get it. But usually in the 50s. So it's usually 50-50. And if you are trading NetX, when I'm trading the dailies, I like to go out of the monies on those. So I do take out of the monies, where most of the trades that you're seeing here on the on the euro, those are going to be in the money. So you got out of you got out of the monies on the dailies and in the monies on my scalping. So in the money on scalp, dailies are going to be out of the money. And so that's the thing. So if you're trading, I've always found that short term in the money is better. Now, if you're going to scalp, you can certainly scalp out of the monies, or if you want to hold it for a little bit longer, out of the money seem to be a better play. All right, there's a hint that we may start coming down here on the ES. Okay, so we have about 2 minutes here to the top of the hour. Once again, those on YouTube and Facebook, thank you for joining me this morning. If you have any questions, you always go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com. Always glad to answer your emails. I will answer them personally. Any more information regarding my strategies, go to my YouTube channel, Binary Pro Strategies. And there is a lot of information out there on my core strategy, on my philosophy, on how I look at the markets. There's some information on Einstein, when it was developed, how I got a hold of it, what I've done with it. I think we're expecting another hot weekend here in Texas. I think we're going to be again in the hundreds. It's just getting crazy. I never remember a summer being this hot. I think we were up to 108 the other day. Index 113. Gosh, that is just... Can't even go outside when it's that hot. Just crazy weather. So I'm just waiting on the ES. I think the ES is going to trigger us a short. Let's see. If it does, for right now, this can change though. Let me see. So if we come down to 39.84 and a half, that would be my target to go short. 39.84 and a half. So 39.84 and a half would be when I would enter the ES short. And we are now at the top of the hour. So once again, thank you for joining us this morning. We do this every morning for the first hour. It is free. Then we continue on with our subscribers. The idea is to just demonstrate my approach to trading, which uses price action, no indicators, and they're all based off of price patterns. And I do layer my patterns on top of each other, so that's my strategy. It seems to work. And Besides that, everybody have a good weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you first thing Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Take care.